Are you looking for some fun toddler activities to help support language development? Hi everyone, I'm Cara, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you some really easy games and activities which focus on helping a young toddler to use and build language. My son Ben is 20 months old and he's becoming more and more verbal, so now we're actually able to play some really fun language focused games with him. I want to make it super clear that I am not a speech and language therapist, I am just a mum, but I do have a background in language learning and teaching. Also, our son Ben is growing up with 2 languages. I actually made a video a little bit to set the scene for this video earlier in the week explaining our bilingual background, so I'll make sure to link that below in case you want to check that out as well. But language is something that we put a lot of focus on because Ben is growing up with 2 languages. But equally, this video will be really helpful for everyone growing up with 1 language as well. It's obvious that Ben is super interested in language at the moment, that he's in a bit of a sensitive period for language because he is learning so many words every day. It's at a crazy rate. He's interested in repeating everything and asking what everything is, so it's a really good time for us to engage him in some of these types of activities. It's worth saying as well that all of these activities only really complement what we do with him in daily life. We read with him lots, we engage with him in child-led play, we include him in all of our decision making and try to have as many meaningful conversations with him as we can. I'm actually going to be making a video in 2 weeks' time all about how we support language development every day, so if that's something that you'd like to see, make sure that you're subscribed so that you get a notification when that video is released. Throughout all the activities, I'm really careful as well that I don't test him too much. I really want the activities to build his confidence with language and not knock his confidence. So throughout, I'm talking just as much as he is, if not even more, so that he's hearing languages as well as creating it. I'll make sure that I also link all of the activities and their times below, so if you want to skip ahead to anything, you'll be able to do that as well. So let's get started. Here are my 8 language development games and activities, and I'm helped out today by my very cute toddler assistant. So for my first activity, we are going to read a book, but in a little bit of a different way. I've cut out some felt pieces, all in different sizes, and I'm going to lay them over different animals or different foods in the book, and have Ben talk about what's under them. He can also then move them around and hide them. I'm going to start by actually using some masking tape so that Ben can actually lift them up like flaps, and then we'll see if we can reuse that or whether we just end up putting the felt pieces over the top and having a chat about them.
Yeah.
What is it?
Calf.
A calf?
Yeah.
Oh, little baby cow. Oh, what's under this one then? Put it up and we'll see.
Mouse.
Oh, there's a wee mouse.
Yeah.
You're right, a wee tiny mouse.
Yeah. Shell.
Shells. How many shells?
1,
1,
2,
2. 2 shells.
balloon.
Oh, balloons. Where are you?
Yeah.
There they are.
Eat.
Grapes. Where are you?
Eat.
Eating them?
Yeah.
Nom, 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 nom. So we've now been doing this activity for about 45 minutes. Ben is really loving it. It's actually kind of evolved into a different form of the game, so he's actually pulled off the pieces of felt. The masking tape didn't stick them on so well. It would probably have been better with paper because the masking tape would have stuck better. But he started to move them around all of the different pictures and was starting a bit of a conversation about everything. So for example, when he was putting it over the animals, he was telling me what they were eating or describing them to me. So it actually has been a great language activity that has lasted for a really long time, and we're still going. So my next activity is a classic. It's a very easy version of What's Missing. I've got 3 of Ben's farm animals, words that he knows really well, and a silk scarf. We have a pig, a cow, and a sheep. I'm going to hide them,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
You close your eyes. Close your eyes. Okay. Which animal's gone?
Pig.
The pig's there.
Cow.
The cow's there.
Sheep.
The sheep! Is the sheep missing?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. It was the sheep. Oh, Ben, which animal has gone?
Cow.
The cow's there.
Sheep.
The sheep's there. Who's there?
Pig.
The pig! What's the pig?
Cow.
The cow! Again?
Yeah.
Again.
Again.
Again?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll hide them. So that one is a really big hit with my toddler. We've just played it about 50 times. He just keeps saying again and again and again. He actually wanted to make it a little bit more difficult and add some more animals, but it definitely has to be done with words that the toddlers definitely know well. It doesn't have to be with farm animals, it could also be with a range of toys, it could be with foods from the kitchen, play food, absolutely anything, and just helps to get toddlers talking and reinforces vocabulary. For the next activity, all you're going to need is a sticker or a piece of masking tape, literally anything that will stick. And for this activity, I'm going to focus on body parts, but again, you could focus on any language topic. Can you put the sticker on my chin? My chin?
Yeah.
Can you put the sticker on my chin?
Yeah.
Oh! Can you put the sticker on my head?
Yeah.
Oh! Can you put the sticker on your nose? Can you put the sticker on your toe?
Yeah.
Ben really loves this game and he's continuing to play it in German now with his dad. One thing I would say is that the sticker tends to lose its stickiness quite quickly, so it might be a good idea to have a few if you want the activity to last a little bit longer. Ever since Easter and Ben's first experience with an Easter egg hunt, he has really loved finding things. One of the activities which we really love to do just now is play hide and seek with an object. So we hide one of his toys somewhere around the house and then we give him directions to help him find it. This has been great for learning vocabulary related to rooms of the house, furniture, and also getting him to actually follow instructions and directions. 1,
2,
2,
3,
3,
4,
4,
5,
5,
6,
6,
9,
9.
10.
Oh, is Daddy ready?
Ja.
Ist das Schwein im Haus?
Ja.
Schau nach.
Nein.
Nein. Okay. Wo ist es auf deinem Stuhl?
Ja.
Oh.
Eine.
Ein Schwein haben wir schon gefunden. Okay. Muss mal unter ein paar Sachen nachschauen.
Ja.
Oh.
Eine.
Ein Schwein gefunden.
Da.
Da. Hol es raus.
Da.
Wow, did you find them?
Gen.
Nochmal. Okay.
Again, this is an activity which Ben absolutely loves and one that we often spend hours doing. I think nearly everyone knows that reading and singing with your toddler are a great way to build their vocabulary. One way that we turn it into a little bit more of an activity is to use a pause and let Ben fill in the word. We read and sing a lot, so Ben has become really good at this, but it's a great way for him to learn new words which he might not be exposed to otherwise and use them in a context. Horsey, horsey, don't you
Dog.
just let your feet go clippity.
Cup.
See such fun and the dish ran away with the
Boom.
yeah. Now we'll all be
Happy.
hip hip hip.
Happy.
The sun has got us
Go.
and he's coming out to
Play.
yay! Now that you've been shown, you can practice on your
On.
and you'll all be breathing bonfires by the time you're fully.
On.
We do this a lot with Ben in both English and German to help him to really build his vocabulary in both languages. So my next activity is so easy to set up. It's to create a talking basket. So I've taken just a little basket and filled it with random things from around the kitchen. Some of them I know that Ben is really familiar with already, and some of them are words that I know he won't know yet. So we can explore them together and have a chat about them, and hopefully he can pick up some new vocabulary as well. Oh,
There.
that's a sieve.
There. There.
A
There.
sieve. Yeah, we put flour in it, don't we? And we shake it. Oh. It's a sieve. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a whisk. A whisk. Do we use it to mix?
Yeah.
Yeah, a whisk.
Nose.
Noise. A noise. It makes a cool noise. Oh, what else is in the basket?
Milk.
You put milk in that? Yeah, what is it? Do you know? Sticker. Sticker.
Yeah.
A bowl.
Bowl.
A bowl.
Moon.
A spoon. spoon. So even after we've gone through everything, we've had a conversation about everything, we put them back in the basket, we take them back out, and then he continues to play with them. So he's still playing with them now, and he's cooking things. So he's now brought in his play food to involve in the activity as well. So it's something that he starts the conversation about. He's the one talking about what he's doing. So it's really great, and he's hopefully picked up some new words with that as well today. My next activity is a touchy-feely box. So this is super easy to make. All I did was take a cardboard box, cut a hole in the middle, and then put some felt across the top. I used a hot glue gun to do that, but you could also use a stapler, literally anything to stick it on top. There's a little hole in the middle so that he can put his hand in, and it also opens, so it means that I can put inside some toys now, and he's going to have a little feel, put his hand in the top, and talk about what it is that he feels, and lift them out and play with them, or talk about them some more.
Boy.
It's a little girl!
Kid.
Oh, she's sleeping. Oh, good night, little girl. A brush? What do you do with that? Do you brush her hair?
Ball.
It's a ball! What do you do with a ball?
Mice.
Yeah, what did I say?
Throw.
Throw! Get throw! Again, this is a really nice activity that we all enjoy, and you can actually use the box over and over again. Ben, at the end of our kind of talking activity, also really liked to just put his animals inside it and hide them and take them out again, so he really enjoyed that part of it as well. If you don't want to make a box, you can also just use a cloth bag and fill it with the items that they pull out, so it's a kind of easy alternative as well. Again, you can also theme this activity around a specific language topic, but in general it's just a really nice chilled activity to do together. And our final activity is a matching activity. This is a classic Montessori style language activity. In general, as parents, we are really inspired by the Montessori philosophy, although by no means are we a strict Montessori family. For this activity, all you need to do is make some little flashcards with exact pictures of your child's toys or objects, whatever you're using for this activity. So I've used Ben's farm animals, and these are the exact pictures of his Schleich toys. Then I'm going to be asking Ben to match the toy with the picture. When I do this activity, I try as much as possible not to ask Ben, what's that all the time. I try to introduce as much language as he's giving to me. I also want to make sure that I'm building his confidence, so if I am asking him a what's that question, then I need to be sure that he knows the answer to it, and it's a word that he uses in his daily vocabulary. With this, instead, I use pauses. So I'll start a sentence, and if Ben finishes it, great. If he doesn't, then I'll add in the word for him. We're just making sure we're always building his confidence in using his language. Today we're going to use these cards with their corresponding farm animals, but we also have these cards made up with familiar objects as well, which is another great way to do this activity.
Cat.
A cat? Do you want to put the cat on top of the cat? Two cats. The next animal I have is a
Pig.
pig. Put the pig on the pig. And my last animal is a...
Bird.
Oh, it's got spots. It is. It's a cow with spots. Yeah. In general, I love matching activities, and Ben really enjoys them as well. You can tell that he's really proud of himself when he does manage to match the correct animal to the correct picture. As he's getting older, I also know now that he could deal with more abstract flashcards, so also illustrations of the animals, and he doesn't need the exact picture to recognise that that's what it is. I also love flashcards in general for supporting language development. We also have made these little familiar face flashcards, which he's really enjoying at the moment, especially when he can't see all of his family members, which he normally sees on a regular basis. So that's us for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that it's given you some ideas for things that you can do at home with your toddler to support language development too. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please make sure you do that so that you'll never miss a future video. And if you're not already following me on Instagram, please head over there and follow me too for lots more toddler activity ideas. I hope to see you again in my next video. Bye bye!